So welcome guys to today's video. Today we are doing a trade breakdown. Let's find a trade breakdown. So make sure you like, subscribe and share, and also follow me on Twitch, Charges of Fly. I'll be doing live streams there on trading, not on YouTube, on Twitch. So make sure you subscribe on both channels. On Twitch, I'll put my Twitch right here. And I'm not even begging you guys. Let's do this shit. Yeah, just posted. I'm posting my trade breakdown for which trade I'm going to take this week. Today is on Tuesday, yeah, 18th of August. So maybe Wednesday, Thursday, I'll do another live trade when I'm taking the trade live. So make sure you enjoy this video, learn, like, make sure you learn. I'm doing the most simplest trade breakdown ever. Make sure you learn that shit. So enjoy. So welcome guys back to today's video. Today we're doing a trade breakdown. Yeah. So today is on Tuesday, 18th of August. So yeah, today we're doing a trade breakdown on gold. It's currently on New York session. We trade the New York session mostly because that's where the volume is. Hapo ndo volume inakuaga. Watu wameamka pale mayolo. So how do we trade? This is how Charges of Fly. This is how I trade. So better make sure you subscribe. Make sure you just subscribe, yeah. So this is how we trade. First we look for support. How do we look for support? We check for where price has rejected several times, or price has touched several times. For example, this is our support. Why is this our support? Because as you can see here, price came there, pushed upwards, right? Same case here, price came there and pushed upwards. That's our support. That's why we're saying that's our support, okay? So currently it's our support. Just hivyo tu rahisi, hakuna kuovercomplicate stuff. Ni support kwa sababu price ikireact hapo ina go upwards, okay? And now the second thing, we look for our resistance. Where is our resistance? This is our resistance, okay? Why is it our resistance? As you can see, clearly price was rejected from here. Price goes down, right? Also here, price goes down. You can see also here, price is going down, right? That's why it's our resistance. So how do we trade? Yeah, we currently wait for something called structure. What is structure? As you've already found your support and resistance, we will look for something like this. This is a bullish structure. Why is it a bullish structure? Let me write here, bullish. It's bullish. It's bullish. Yeah, bullish because it's creating higher highs. Let's just do the abbreviations. And high lows. That's how you're saying it's bullish, okay? This is a bearish movement. Looks like this, yeah? Simple. Very simple. We don't overcomplicate stuff. We don't wait for order blocks. We don't wait for fair value gaps. We simply wait for structure. Structure is our mom. Structure is the one giving birth to us. Structure is our mom. We fuck deal with structure only. No fair value gaps, no order blocks, no volume profiles, all that bullshit. Those are all concepts. Structure, support, and resistance. Simple. Why is it a bearish structure? Why is this a bearish structure? Let's put here. Bearish. Why? Because it's creating or forming lower lows and lower highs, okay? That's why we call it a bearish structure. So currently what we're waiting for, personally what I'm waiting for is this, okay? Either a break or this, either by This is what I'm waiting for. Okay, here's my setup. Let me show my setup. This is my setup. My entry is at 43.40. That's my entry. When price comes there, I don't negotiate with it. I'll go in for sales. Simple. And why am I going in for sales? Because that's our support. What happens when price breaks a support? The sellers get in control. Okay, because simply it will mean that the buyers cannot hold the position anymore, and the sellers are in control. So anything below a support, sellers are in control. Anything above a resistance, the buyers are in control. So if price comes here and breaks, we're targeting here, because this will be our next target. This is our next level of support, you see. So we are targeting our next level of support if we are going short. Why is it our next level of support? Because here you can see the price reacted upwards. You get me? Price rejected and we're upwards, so that's why it's our next level of support, right? So apart from that, it's just easy, simple. We wait for structure and get our support and resistance. It's very easy. We use the daily and the 4-hour time frame only. You don't scale down normal, higher time frame wins all day, every day. No order blocks, no fair value gaps, no all that concept bullshit. We just trade support and resistance and structure. Structure is everything. Once you understand structure, because structure is the one telling you what the market is going. And for this trade, I'm waiting for this trade maybe to play out tomorrow, because volume will kick in the New York session, I know for sure. Net tomorrow. And tomorrow you also have news on gold. FOMC meeting minutes. So I'm really waiting for that and hoping that it will also add volume to this trade, because this will be my ideal TP, but I won't put a TP. I'll only put a stop loss. Yeah, because TP we going all in. That's how we trade. I'm a swing trader. A swing trader will trade from the higher time frame, 4-hour and the daily, and we hold trades, and that's how we make money. We don't gamble. We move with the. It's all about the how you understand where the market is going or what the market is doing. Okay, basically that's just it. You have to understand what's going on. So like here hapa hivi mambo ni rahisi tu, tunangojea tu hii structure, and it's on the 4-hour. This structure is what we're waiting for, either for it to break above, or no, above, below, and retest, or either to just move down impulsively. But I don't think so it will move down impulsively, but I know it will create some kind of structure. But tomorrow we go in. This is our level. Tomorrow this is our level, bro. We don't bargain with that shit, because you can clearly see the price as cannot break this level. 4,449 imeshindwa to break the 4,000 bar level, and price is going back down. After this, I took this trade last week from here to here, but got funded. Hey, got funded. Oh, so they said I over risked above the 80 margin, whatever. So they didn't give me a pair. I was supposed to cash out almost 500 USD. Yeah, got nothing. So this time around, we're not playing with them. We're coming back for what they took from us. We're coming back because, we're the goats. We're the goats. Yeah, we don't make money. I'll make more money. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's either a win or a win great. So, yeah. So, that's what we're waiting for, yeah? For price to do this. And if you were waiting for buys, we're watching this. Okay? We wait for price to form a bullish structure to the upside, right? If that was waiting for for buyers. For sales, we're currently waiting for this. Okay? And this is our target. So first, I'll enter here. My stop loss will be here. And then we target here or further. Okay? But this will be my first target. Alright? This will be my first target. And I know price will create some kind of structure. So I'll put my stop loss. I know how I'll do it, because right now price hasn't completely done what we want, but yeah, that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the markets, alerts are set. Yeah, so easy. You just have to trade easy. Trade what you see, not what you anticipate. Once you trade what you anticipate, it's crazy. because that's why I'm disregarding people from using order blocks and fair value gaps and all those type of SMC ICT concepts, because they are concepts. You're putting your whole psychology on an order block to work. That's crazy. Who said that's an order block? Who even came up with that? That's bullshit. Trade kile unaona, like trade structure, unaona structure vizuri. You can see all the structure, utaona structure vizuri kila siku. It's very simple. You just focus on the structure, support and resistance. You know, that's easy. Easiest method ever. Yeah. So with that all said, make sure you enjoy this video, subscribe, make sure you learn also, and leave a subscribe, a comment or something. Yeah. Peace. Love you guys.